What's up, homies? Today we're starting a mind-blowing manhwa series where a single food truck makes the whole city go crazy. One guy lost everything. One rich girl has everything. But somehow, both of their lives are about to change because of one bite. Alright, homies, let's get into it. The scene opens with intense cooking. We only see fast-moving hands shredding cabbage and chopping at high speed. Next shot, an egg frying in hot oil. That sizzling sound makes the food look delicious. The presentation is top level. The camera moves behind the chef, a muscular guy, focused, working alone in his food truck. A small sign reads, "Ready to open." A blue food truck is parked in an open area. It says Deok-chun food truck, but two men in suits and sunglasses are keeping an eye on the truck. One whispers, "Looks like they're about to open." Suddenly people's phones ring. Girls and students check messages. Deok-chun food truck today's location. A bus full of passengers panics because the driver changed route. Someone yells, "Deok-chun is open." The bus goes straight there. At a university, a professor suddenly runs out mid-class yelling, "If you don't move, I'll give you an F." Even offices go crazy. Employees leave meetings shouting, "Client later, food first." In a high-tech control room, an operator watches crowd stats. Real-time crowd, 1 million. 1 million people for a food truck. A luxurious mansion. A classy woman in a white suit fixes her hair. "I better go before it's too late." She belongs to a powerful family. This time, she won't miss it. Girls rush from different places. One riding ocean waves, one on a horse point, one on a sports bike, and one running on foot, sweating and emotional. The truck opens, crowd cheers. Close-up foods, spicy tteokbokki, crispy fried dishes, a huge steak rice bowl topped with green onions and a glowing egg yolk. Everyone goes crazy. A man steps out wearing a bandana, muscular, confident girls scream, pink hearts everywhere. Sudden dark screen, flashback, a dirty room, garbage, noodle cups, empty bottles. Phone notifications repeat. Overdue payment. Urgent debt. If no response, we'll visit. He lost 300 million won in a side hustle scam. Family stopped contacting him. He's totally alone. He drinks cheap alcohol outside in the cold. He thinks his life is over. A golden smell hits him. He follows it and finds an old food truck. Duck's food. He has only a few coins left. The old chef sees his condition. "You look hungry." He gives him free takoyaki. Hero eats. Boom. Cosmic food animation begins. Exploding flavors, universe visuals, octopus galaxy, pure delicious madness. Tears fall. Not sadness, relief. He finally felt comfort from someone. He shouts, "I want to make food like this." Eyes glowing with determination. The chef simply throws him an apron. "Come inside." He becomes the chef's disciple. 3 years later, Hero is now muscular, scarred, confident. But the chef has passed away. His photo has a funeral ribbon, but his ghost still scolds him from the sky. "Less sugar. Lower the heat." Hero yells, "I'll make Deok-chun famous." A luxury 3-star restaurant. Everyone respects her. Social media worships her lifestyle. But she feels sick inside. She tastes expensive food but hates every bite. She throws up in front of everyone. Even the best chef tastes like poison. She whispers, "I'm suffocating. I'm slowly dying." Money gave her everything except happiness. Inside her luxury car, she gasps, "I can't breathe." She quietly opens the door, her face. But there's a strange smile in those hands. She shakes and says softly, "I'm sorry, bye." This smile is a farewell smile. The driver screams, "This is dangerous." "Where are you going, miss?" "But right here." She doesn't stop from a moving car or traffic. Jumps straight onto the road in the middle. Does she land on the hood of the yellow car? She stumbles. Third brother is there behind. The condition of the driver and bodyguards is bad. The driver is yelling into the phone, "There's a big problem, young miss. I'm sweating because if the boss finds out, if he leaves, his job is guaranteed." The text comes in, "She's disappeared." But by disappearing, that fear has disappeared. She is no longer there but is walking on the road like a fashion show ramp walk. Glasses, hair flying in the wind are now complete. "I feel so free." We're in the car seat. See that she has taken her expensive bag and "I left my mobile there. It was a smart move." She thinks I did everything. "I left something behind so that they could give me something. GPS tracking." The whole affair is over. Now we have to take a look at the Sehi. He looks like a cute chibi avatar. He is happily. She is walking around with her hands outstretched. She says to herself, "Yes, I will live by my real name. Regardless. Just for a little while." This is his life. This is the first rebellious moment of independence. You need money for that. From your own pocket, she takes out some checks and counts them. Listen carefully to what she thinks. "But I'm just for these few 10 million warns. How long will I survive on checks?" He has many checks and he feels. She has become poor. This is called the poverty of the rich. Then she saw a shop. Her eyes land on a poster taped to the glass. Part-time job urgently needed. Sounds normal until she reads the salary below. Wage 132 million won per hour. Excuse me? 132 million? Is this a convenience store or a secret branch of the National Bank? Any normal human being would instantly realize it's a typo. Obviously someone added a few extra zeros by mistake. But this girl? No, she takes it completely seriously. In her mind, that's exactly how much a convenience store should pay. 132 million per hour? Not bad. Before the audience can even blink, she has already made up her mind. Alright then, I'll take this job. And boom, magic. Next second, she's already wearing the store's blue uniform, standing behind the counter with a bright smile. Welcome, here you go, sir. Just like that, the richest girl in the world has become a cashier. And all because she couldn't spot a typo. Sehi's first customer walks in, and he's a giant, all muscle and attitude, holding a bottle of banana milk like it's a weapon. He probably slams it down and explains he bought it because it was a buy one, get one deal, except he thinks that means 50% off. Classic. Logic is optional here. Sehi, who hasn't even gone to school, just smiles confidently and says, yes, brother. Meanwhile, the poor shop already lost money before she even blinked. And then, like a legend entering the battlefield, a drunk uncle stumbles in carrying a live chicken. He shouts something about trading it for soju and hands it over like it's cash. At this point, the place looks less like a store and more like an old-fashioned market, but to Sehi, it's just another Tuesday. She carefully catches the chicken, whispers a little deal done, and somehow keeps her cool. Minutes later, the shop owner returns. He opens the door and feathers fly everywhere. The place is chaos incarnate. A chicken glaring like a boss, a drunk uncle passed out on the floor, two kids running around like a video game gone wrong, shelves destroyed, trash everywhere. And through it all, Sehi stands at the counter, hair messy, giving a thumbs up like she's just nailed it. The owner loses it. Big letters flash across the screen. Get out. And just like that, her first career is over. Sehi tries other shops, only to face rejection after rejection. One owner even says, you should have known better than to cosplay as a rich girl. Bro, she is rich. She's just apparently hopeless at acting normal. She finally ends up in a coffee shop, looking innocent, and orders a vanilla latte. That's when the real disaster hits. The guy at the counter sees her pull out a bundle of 10 million won checks like Pokemon cards. He's immediately intrigued. He charges her 60 million won for a coffee. That's like $40,000. Sehi panics, apologizes, and runs out of the shop, leaving behind her coffee and all her checks. The scammer freaks out. Customer, your money! But she's gone, leaving chaos in her wake. Sitting on the street, she finally realizes what life is really like without money or status. For the first time, she sees how hard ordinary people have it. Just then, a delicious smell drifts through the air, warm and inviting. She follows it like a cartoon character with a nose for food, and finds herself in front of a legendary food truck. Inside, golden fish-shaped pastries sizzle, the chef confident, calm, and just a little intimidating. He asks her professionally, how many would you like? She just stares, hearts practically floating around her head. When she timidly asks, can I get it on credit? He firmly says, no. She turns away, defeated, hiding her face, feeling utterly useless. As she walks off, the chef notices something, a shadow next to her. It's like seeing his younger self broken and lost. He realizes she isn't just hungry, she's shattered. And for the first time, he calls her back, hey, come here. Her eyes widen. Instead of giving her free food, he makes her work. Pretending to be a customer, he orders a bungeopang. She panics, I don't know how to cook. But he stays firm. Hurry up, I'm hungry. She struggles with the batter, the red bean paste, the mold, and when it comes out, it's burnt to a crisp. Black smoke rises. Tears fill her eyes. I'm sorry, I ruined it. But the chef? He picks it up, eats it calmly, and even pays her for it. Not because the food was good, but to protect her pride. And then he asks the question that changes everything. Can't find a job, right? Want to work with me? Run the food truck? Her eyes light up like fireworks. She grabs his hand. I'd love to, she says, all smiles. She even calls him Mr. Deok-chun, thinking that's his name. He's surprised, but lets it slide. Together, they start serving customers. By the end of the day, they're sold out even though the trash bin is full of burnt fish. The chef smiles, ignores the failures, and says, you did good. She beams, holding his hand, hearts and sparkles filling the air. Later, she sneezes, and he takes off his blue jacket, draping it gently over her shoulders. Wear this. You worked hard today. Her face instantly turns red. Even the ghost of Uncle Deok-chun seems to blush, watching this little romantic moment unfold. When he offers to drop her home, silence fills the truck. Finally, she whispers, I don't have a home. He freezes his hands full of cash, realizing she's hungry, homeless, and lost. That night, he cooks her ramen, simple, instant noodles, but she loves it like a gourmet feast. She lights up with joy, laughing, hugging a stray cat, completely enchanted by the simple comfort of food and kindness. And just like that, two lonely people, a legendary food truck, a ghost uncle, and a bowl of ramen begin their story. But we'll stop right here for today. If you're enjoying this series, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next part. I'll try my best to bring the next episode as soon as possible. Alright homies, see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.